Hey, this is Frank. You're listening to an Origins episode of the Unbecoming Platypus podcast. Do you ever feel like you have friends who sometimes just don't get each other? This is a podcast that I recorded with two of my friends, Jake and Noah. We find out the hard ways we struggle to communicate better and sometimes succeed, but sometimes not. For years, the three of us have talked about communication and how it's sometimes easier said than done. Even when we're trying to be understanding, our well-meaning intentions often get lost in translation. We decided to share these conversations with the world. Join us as we find out what happens when three friends try to learn how to really talk to each other. Oh, yeah.
I really like muting us.
So did you guys catch that Hormozi book launch yesterday or what?
Yeah.
I attended 45 minutes late. Attended right in the middle of him selling a bunch of things. I was like, what's going on?
What did he sell?
I mean, he was doing a sales pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
He didn't actually. I mean, that's not true. He did sell something.
Yeah, of course.
But
he made an offer anyone would say yes to, or whatever he says.
It was so good, you'd be stupid to say no.
That's it.
yeah, if you give something away for free, of course you would say yes to it.
Exactly.
You'd be stupid not to.
Yeah.
Right.
And
yeah.
then he sold packages. He was like, don't buy one of my book, buy 3 and a hat.
Yeah.
Not 3.5. 3 and a hat.
Three.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna kind of call myself out right now. Before I asked that question, I actually already knew that Frank had seen it because I sat on the same couch with him when we watched. We had a launch party.
We did.
We screen mirrored my laptop to the TV and everything.
Yeah.
The delay was wonderful.
Yes.
In any case, yeah, he starts out, and the first 45 minutes, just so you know, was, him talking about the contents of the book and the types of things that you were going to see in there, and basically saying, hey, you know what I had to do to launch this book? I had to use all the models that are in this book. So let me walk through them and show you how I did it over the last 8 weeks, which was, fun.
Yeah, here's how I learned it. Here's how I used it for this book, and here's how you can use it today.
Right. Mm. And then at some point, it became a 1998 infomercial.
ShamWow.
And I had a bodily response to this.
But wait, there's more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do miss the ShamWow commercial. No, I miss Flex Seal.
Oh.
You can still get it. Is at Lowe's.
No, I missed the infomercial.
Oh.
I can probably look that up too if I really want to.
I don't think it's at Lowe's, but yes.
The Ronco stuff was my favorite.
Yeah, Ronco.
You can just set it
and forget it. And then there's one more. You know what also I used to love was like the Ginsu knives.
Mm-hmm.
They're so sharp. They could cut through anything.
They're so sharp. And
they never dull. Like you can cut a stone, you can cut a tomato.
Honestly, yeah. I used to just wait for these infomercials to come on. It didn't matter what it was, especially that non-stick stuff. It could have been a pan. It could have been a spatula. I didn't care. It was amazing how hydrophobic this stuff was.
Yeah.
So
my dad used to wait for the Girls Gone Wild one to come on.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Just wait for it? Do you watch the TV Guide channel to see what...
Well, you know what's funny is that it's different, but it's also the same. I was going to say that we saw all of these infomercials because they came on after Wild on E.
Right. No, yeah, he would be like, I don't know I don't actually listen. I don't care what the conversation was with my mom, but I assume it was like, I'm not ready to sleep yet. I'm just going to lay out here for a while until the half naked women come on the TV.
Yeah. It was probably
for free.
The exact statement.
Yeah. That seems like your dad, you know what's great? Blurred out naked women.
Those girls went wild, man.
It was good enough for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a bodily response to that sales pitch, and
I think it was intentional.
It was. It absolutely was.
But it didn't mean it didn't feel meaningful. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It was on purpose.
It was annoying. I almost closed it many times.
Absolutely.
But I was like, what if I have to be here to get the free thing? So I just kept it playing.
Yeah. I think he knew that everyone was in that same boat.
Yeah.
So he enjoyed effing with everyone.
Pretty sure that's in the book.
Yeah.
Give them a free thing.
Give them
make
a free
them not know
less
if they
than
get it
Tesla.
unless they listen to your whole pitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you feel like you got a thing that was less than a Tesla and more than a gift card?
No, I would have rather had a Tesla or a gift card, probably.
You love gift cards. That's
I know.
meaningful.
It's kind of Noah's thing, loving gift cards.
If it's got enough money on it and it's in a place that I can spend it,
Yeah, you recently had a $10 gift card to Texas Roadhouse.
we spent that.
It burned a hole in your pocket.
Did you spend it all in one place?
Yeah.
It burnt a hole in my pocket.
See, this is how they get you with the gift cards, though. You spent it and then some.
Right.
Sure.
You should have said, I only want $10 worth of steak.
Yeah.
Just cut that steak wherever that's at.
Can I get 6 ounces
But
of
I
that
showed-
sirloin, please?
I showed them because I left my second nut sack there.
That's true.
Oh, that's good. Second or third?
Frank Frank wanted peanuts. You know how they used to give you peanuts in a bucket?
Yeah, and then you throw them on the floor.
Not anymore. Now you have to ask for the peanuts, and they bring them to you in a sack.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you throw them on the floor?
No, you don't want to make a mess.
They give you a different sack
They give you another sack.
for shells, a shell sack.
So there were actually 3 nut sacks.
Yeah, there were 2 nut sacks and 1 shell sack.
There were actually 5 nut sacks. No, there were 6. He gave us each.
She sells shell sacks
I don't know.
at
They were-
Texas Roadhouse.
Lots of nut sacks, and we didn't pay for any of them.
No, they don't charge for those.
No,
Oh, wow.
nut sacks.
Did
are
you
free.
feel special before you knew that they don't normally charge?
If
Look
you
at all
did,
this.
they
Look at all this
must-
free value you're getting at Texas Roadhouse before you even order.
I'm glad they have the peanuts. I think there'll be a day they don't have them anymore, but I'm glad they still have them.
Yeah. You think a lot of people ask for them?
No, that's why I think they'll go away. I liked how Southwest kept them, the airline. They kept them way after everybody got rid of them.
Yeah. I saw something the other day that was like, some guy got on an airline and, paid $350 to buy all the peanuts on board. So nobody opened them because he was terribly allergic.
Yeah, that's the premise behind getting rid of these things.
Right.
I don't know.
What you're saying is you like that Southwest was a rebel of airlines.
No, I just like that they give something out in a package that doesn't kill people when they eat it. The alternative to peanuts is cheese crackers or goldfish or something.
The irony is that Jake was just talking about a guy buying all of them so they didn't kill him.
Yeah, just the one guy. This kills everyone. This is a trolley problem for an airplane.
Cheese crackers are actually the leading cause of death on airplanes.
I don't know that this is the trolley problem at all.
Based on the philosophy of homeopathy, like homeopathic medicine, the smaller the dose, the more efficacious. It's like the more you dilute the poison.
Exactly. That's why you should give everyone small packs of peanuts.
Or cheese crackers.
No, those are gross.
Peanut butter crackers? Oh, no, that would be like the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, they do that though.
Give me them
I'm sure they've replaced the peanuts with peanut butter crackers in the name of not having people be allergic.
Everybody likes these peanuts. What can we do instead? Peanut butter. I like it.
But Texas Roadhouse, they still do the peanuts. They just try to contain them to your table, which I think is the right move.
Okay. Seems
my
right.
Spanish lesson the other night, Alejandro and I somehow ended up on like what kind of food is like American food.
Oh, that's an interesting question.
And he looked up this list. It was like on CNN or something. It was like a top 50 American foods. And it's a horrible list, by the way, like ridiculous. But peanut butter was on there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you guys, we don't eat a lot of peanut butter here. You guys eat peanut butter all the time. All of you eat peanut butter just constantly." I was like, "Yeah,
that's us." Walking down the street, peanut butter spoons.
We walk around with some Jiffy.
I mean, I don't think he's wrong. I don't think we're a good sample.
We do eat a lot of peanut butter, and peanut butter is delicious. I mean, as a country, we do.
Yeah.
But I just like the idea that we're just all carrying around like jars of peanut butter.
Well, think about like all the high level peanut butter propaganda. You know, we got a lot going on in this country.
Peanut butter's out to get you.
What is?
Are you talking about the company high level?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about, you know, what's the first sandwich you were ever served as a child? They get us young.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's the free, like if you don't have lunch money and you go to school, they give you a peanut butter sandwich.
Exactly. It's got protein. It's got everything.
Sugar. Yeah,
It's got
protein
sugar.
and sugar.
It's got canola
I
oil
wouldn't
in
have named
it.
protein first. It's got canola oil. It's got all of the sugars.
Does it
It's
have
got
canola
bread.
oil?
Well, that's the other thing.
Peanut has its own oil.
Yeah, it's very expensive. If you're going to extract an oil, you want to use the cheapest thing. You can
Yeah, what they
extract
do
from.
is they take that oil from the peanut butter making process and they sell it as peanut oil.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's all propaganda, guys. They really, it's the peanut oil companies are like, how do we get rid of the byproduct of making peanut oil?
I hate Big Peanut.
So they get us young. And you know what? They're in cahoots with the bread companies because they're like, how do we get this bread and peanut butter into young children?
You know who else they're in cahoots with? Chick-fil-A.
No, tell me more.
They fry only in peanut oil.
Oh, I'm kind of fine with that, actually.
I think they stopped doing it, but they used to.
Okay. I mean, I think peanut oil has
But
the
that's
highest
where the
smoke point
peanut
of
butter
any-
oil goes, is to Chick-fil-A.
is to Chick-fil-A. Guys, you heard it here first. You know, conspiracy theories are kind of our thing.
What did
Big
they
Peanut.
hear first?
This podcast is not sponsored by Big Peanut.
Or
Any of its subsidiaries.
or Big Chicken.
But maybe peanut oil?
Man.
Not yet.
Did you figure it out yet?
Ever since our founder, Truett Cathy,
No.
created the chick-
Hold on. That's not true, is it?
What do you-
Truett?
Truett.
It true? Truett Cathy?
Truett Cathy created the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. We've been cooking our hand-breaded chicken exclusively in fully refined, heat-processed peanut oil. Purity of the oil enhances the flavor of the chicken. We feel good serving our customers chicken cooked in oil that contains no trans fat or cholesterol.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to frying oil, I think peanut oil is the way to go.
I feel like they changed it though, because it's not how it used to be.
No.
Yeah, well, Truett Cathy died in 2014, so they probably changed it then.
Oh,
That
okay.
does track.
You could still say what you just read, but ever since Truett Cathy's been involved.
Yeah, maybe that's the trick of this whole deal.
Yeah, maybe
Anyways,
so.
when I ate Chick-fil-A in Charleston, it was a different kind of crunch. It was a different kind of thing than the Chick-fil-A that's at every corner in the world now.
Yeah. You know, the Malcolm Gladwell podcast, Revisionist History, first episode is a 1-hour expose on McDonald's changing their frying oil.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've never met someone so upset about a decision. He was upset. Apparently in the early
You've
90s,
met
it was
him?
like beef fat or something.
But you've met him?
I've never met him. He was upset though.
So you still have never met someone so upset about a decision.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah, I know someone who helped that movement.
Yeah. What was the impetus behind changing the cooking oil?
I mean, for the person I know, she wrote a lot of letters to them because she wanted to be vegan, vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. So they changed it.
Just for her?
I mean, I imagine her and a whole lot of other letters.
It was probably like part of the, trans fat. Well, I guess not trans fat, but like the low fat cholesterol sort of movement of the early 90s. Like,
yeah.
Know.
Buffalo Wild Wings, though, they never rest on their laurels.
Buffalo Wild Wings fries in what?
I think that's Papa John's.
Yeah, I wasn't saying their slogan. I was saying as a restaurant, they don't rest on their laurels.
It might be owned by the same company. I mean, what do you know about Big Papa?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So have you guys...
Hang on, because the irony is...
What's that?
That this person who wrote many letters to McDonald's asking them to stop frying and be fat, then became carnivore.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a nice picture of just like what we as humans do as a collective society. Like, coffee is killing us all.
Yeah.
Coffee actually leads to longer lifespan, and
right.
If you have 1 cup a day, on average, you'll live 30 years longer.
I googled laurels.
Oh yeah,
it is any of a number of shrubs and other plants with dark green, glossy leaves.
Yeah,
So you think Buffalo Wild Wings rests on those?
No, I think Papa John's does.
I think back in the Olympics, whenever you would put like a wreath on your head when you won, people would just throw wreaths of laurels at you.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the etymology of laurels.
Leave it to Jake.
Can you imagine being born with the name Laurel?
I think it's
like
the verb form.
What else do we rest on? Pillows? What's the etymology of pillows?
Wait, to laurel someone?
Yeah,
Pillow.
To bestow an award or praise on someone in recognition of an achievement.
Yeah, that's also on there, but that's not the one I read.
Yeah, I think that's the one they don't rest on at Papa John.
Yeah, but I still think that the etymology that Jake previously explained is probably accurate.
Well, they're connected because, at
So
first
anyway,
it was
what's
a plant.
That wreath
etymology
thing
of
is not
wreath?
something you made completely up.
I don't completely make up most of what I say. I confidently say things that are probably
Made up.
kind of true. Probably.
So it's like are you a glass half full or half empty kind of person?
Absolutely. It's based in reality. Like good jokes, based in truth. The best lies,
he's a fraud.
based in truth. I'm not a frog.
He's confidently saying what he believes is true. That has no basis. That has no guarantee.
I
basis.
want to know the etymology of pillow. Since we're talking about the
Great.
etymology
Have you heard
things
of
that we
Google?
rest on. All right.
I want to know the etymology of my pillow.
My pillow. Best pillow. You're going to have my pillow today. But that's not all. I'll give you a second my pillow.
I don't know literally anything about my pillow except it is very divisive and triggering. And stuff.
The only time I've ever seen a My Pillow commercial was on Fox News.
Awesome.
So I think it's fully associated with like the political divide.
Yeah.
I don't use My Pillow. Do you use My Pillow? I can't believe you voted for that guy.
Is it a good pillow?
I do not know.
Can't imagine it is.
I don't know what the value proposition of My Pillow is opposed to other pillows.
We're not sponsored by My Pillow.
You know what the irony is? I bet we could get that dude to sponsor our podcast.
All right, let's try.
Go ahead.
He has Percal bed sheets as low as $25 with promo code.
Wow. I mean, I guess that's what you're going to do. If you're in the pillow game, you're probably getting sheets involved as well.
Yeah, My Pillow 2.0 is buy one, get one free currently.
Wow.
Hold on a second. What's the difference? Is there a cap table?
No. Wait. No.
Okay.
Oh, My Pillow patented interlocking fill uses 3 different sizes of foam to perfectly adjust to your individual needs.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't know if they put the foam in there or...
And then you can just pull it out.
Huh.
Comes from the Latin pulvinus, which is cushion.
My Pillow does?
Not My Pillow.
So those weirdos who walk around saying, hey, hand me my polo, they're actually saying it more correct than we are.
This,
I love my polo.
This review of My Pillow says, it's almost like Mike Lindell is singing me to sleep.
Wow. I like that review.
Yeah, all right. I don't know anything about My Pillow, but seems like it's good on its merits, on its laurels.
Yeah, and it has some, like that guy. Who
Yeah.
threw the laurel of...
It has
singing me to sleep.
accolades as a pillow. As
So
a
have you
pillow
guys,
would.
over the last week or so, have you delved in and asked yourself, what do I find disgusting?
No. Not for lack of wanting to. I just haven't.
Okay.
Have I delved in?
I don't...
Do you find that
choose
word
your own
disgusting?
verb.
Do I what?
Do you find that word disgusting?
Delve? No, I just want to make sure that we're talking about the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Have
We're
you,
talking about Big Delve.
the Wisconsin Delves?
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Wait, what if the Wisconsin Dells had a mascot of Delves?
How can a verb be a mascot?
Elves?
Elves. Delving elves? In the dells?
Exactly. You're getting it.
The farmer and the elves?
We'll let you license this idea, Wisconsin Dells, for $100,000. You can have it forever.
Are you talking to Wisconsin right now?
Yeah, Wisconsin Dells.
Hey, Wisconsin Dells, listen up. Do we have a pitch for you?
But if you try to use elves without us,
Wisconsin Dell elves that delve.
we're publishing this, and people will always know you stole the idea.
Absolutely. This thing is going to have a date on it.
Right.
Okay.
This is the day we came up with the Wisconsin Delves.
What if this gets out before we publish and they actually move really quickly?
Well,
Yeah.
don't talk to anyone that isn't in this room about this idea. You have to keep it secret for 9 days. When you do that.
It's going to be tough.
When you edit this podcast, do it with headphones on. Okay. Don't do it in a public
I
place.
always do it in a public place without headphones.
I bet you do. Yeah.
You find that concept disgusting.
I do. There's always there's this guy that comes into Goshen and gets a coffee and then sits down at the that
Table.
tall table.
You
the
better
long
hope he's not our
community
number
table.
one listener.
And he turns music on his phone out loud
No.
and he sits there and drinks coffee.
All right, here's my counter to that. When I'm on a walking trail in the outdoors and I'm listening to music, I pause it to walk past people.
Why don't you just use AirPods?
Just depends on whether I brought them. I do if I planned on it, but
Got you.
That's a nice compromise, though. It's
Yeah.
like you get what you want, but you're also not
yeah.
a terrible human being.
I don't mind too much if somebody rides past me or runs past me with music playing out loud.
Yeah, I don't either.
If they're going the opposite direction. But the
So the
weird
speed makes a difference to you.
Well, yeah, because the weird thing is if you are passing somebody or if they're passing you going the same direction,
Uh-huh.
you have to hear that music for a longer period of time. So it feels like it's more intrusive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it depends. If it's someone I know that I see all the time, or I know they have headphones in, or they are doing the same thing, we don't do it. But it's like people I don't know, they don't know me,
or
we both will pause, walk past each other.
Or if it's a jam, you know, if it's
like a bop.
Yeah, I have had
if it's
that.
a bop.
I've had that where I left it on because I'm like, I don't want you to hear this.
Yeah, I don't know where it was coming from. I was sitting out on Main Street this morning, and someone thought that the whole world should hear this Shawn Mendes song. And
How do you know it was Shawn Mendes?
I chose a name that I think it might have been. But you just ruined it.
So again, you're fraudulent.
No, I was expressing a concept, and it was perfectly fine for the concept.
Do you think it was Big Shawn Mendes?
It might have been. It might have been like, we need to get this guy's content out there with no way to track it to its source. Let's get this earworm in everyone this morning. All 5 of them out on Main Street.
Yeah.
Probably Big Shawn Mendes.
Better him than Big Carrot.
Do you think that every celebrity is a propaganda machine? Like, do you think
What do you think
Wayne,
PR stands
do you
for?
think there's Big Lil Wayne?
Big old Wayne?
Big Lil Wayne.
Lil.
Big Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
his PR machine didn't really work very well. However, Lil Bow Wow,
Big Lil Bow Wow.
he eventually became Bow Wow. I'm curious to see what happens with Lil Nas X.
Are you saying real things?
He's saying real things.
I really am.
Yeah.
I think he's doing pretty well. I think he got a Grammy.
Funny Marco took the funny off because he turned 30 or something.
I don't know who that is.
That's okay.
Okay. Should I? Is it worth my time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's just how we should track people's careers from now on. When they first burst onto the scene, they're Lil.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's terrible when they don't start out as Lil, because then you can't track their progress.
Right.
Oh, so you think we should change the name of the podcast to Little the Unbecoming Platypus?
Now, Sean Puffy Combs was the easiest to, track progress on.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if he was going up or down
Do
on
you
this
know what he is
particular
now?
chart.
I think he's just Diddy now.
If he is just Diddy, he's been Diddy for like 12 years.
Hold on.
Because it was like
I don't even know what name to Google.
Puff Daddy, then it was Puffy, then it was Sean Combs, and like Sean Puffy Combs, then P. Diddy, then Diddy.
Okay.
I mean, that's like
Sean Love.
I know this.
Sean
Is
Love
that weird?
Combs, born Sean John Combs, also known by his stage names Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, or Diddy, is an American record executive, rapper, actor, and record producer.
Uh-huh.
So,
What did it call him at first, though? Like, what's his name?
Love.
Sean Combs.
Sean
His-
Love Combs.
Yeah, he was born Sean John Combs,
Right. But now
That's
he's
why
Sean
his
Love
clothing
Combs.
line is Sean John.
but then he was Sean Love Combs, and then Puff Daddy, and then Puffy, then P. Diddy, and then Diddy.
And he never used love?
I think he's currently Love.
Oh, he did use Love for a short time.
Oh,
Other names Love.
okay. I like that one. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Nice one, Sean.
There you go.
He might just be, eventually might be Did.
And then,
It's like when he retires.
and then when he dies, he'll be done.
I like it.
He'll be done.
This is how you're supposed to track him. I wasn't sure, but this has been enlightening.
Yeah. Do you think he'll die?
Elucidated the darkness. I don't know, because I think that part of, celebrities is that they have access to, technology we don't have access to.
Like what?
Life elongating procedures.
Lips.
Yeah. That's what it's known as
Huh.
in the celebrity community. Everybody thinks they're talking about lip injections. They're not. Laps.
No, that's lip.
Like, look at my laps.
That's a lip injection procedure.
Just got a new liver. It was grown in a laboratory. That's what they be doing these days, you know?
Uh-huh.
Mitochondria replacement. Look at the size of these alleles.
Alleles?
All right, guys. I'm glad that
If Jake didn't have so much testosterone,
then
he'd have hair.
think about the men in Hollywood who didn't have hair. Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm.
What a man.
wow.
Yeah, that's my list.
Hey, it's Frank again. Thanks for listening to an Origins episode of the Unbecoming Platypus podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our podcast to stay updated on future episodes. You can also check us out online at theunbecomingplatypus.com. We hope these conversations inspire you to improve your communication skills and deepen your connections with your own friends and loved ones. Until next time, this has been the Unbecoming Platypus podcast.